Hello, one and all. This is Luckless LoveLocks. Welcome to Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous. We are live on YouTube. I'm starting off this series in a little bit of a different way. I'm going to do the character creation and planning for our evil campaign live so I can get input from the community. I stream for a good solid 15 minutes or 10 minutes before, not knowing that the stream hadn't started. So second time's the charm. I just wanted to give you guys some background on my experience with role-playing games. I did play Pathfinder for about a year with some friends of mine. I'm by no means an expert, though. I also am currently playing a couple campaigns. You'll get to hear what I said this time, Leidra, don't worry. I am playing a couple of campaigns of D&D 5th edition, which is very different from Pathfinder. The rule set's a lot more streamlined in 5th edition. The rules are way more complicated in Pathfinder. And this is Pathfinder... This isn't the 2nd edition, I think, which is coming out pretty soon. This is based on the first one. And I've played a lot of CRPGs like Baldur's Gate back in the day. So I have some experience, but I'm not good at these games in terms of like the gameplay part. But I do enjoy the role-playing part. I think that's the part that I'm best at. So I think this is going to give us an opportunity to explore that aspect of these games, because apparently there's like a bunch of different ways you can play the game and a bunch of different ways you can take your character. And the thing I love about this game is apparently being evil is like legit in this game. So we're going to get to explore that side of ourselves. We all have an evil side. All right, I don't care who you are. Everyone has an evil side. And one thing I like about games is being able to explore sides of yourself that you wouldn't in polite society, in a way that's not going to hurt anybody, you know? So that's what we're going to do this time around. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never been evil in my life, says Julie. So feel free to give your input into the character and how we're going to play the game as we go through. In terms of like comments and stuff, don't backseat too much, but feel free to give me some tips on like how to build my character and what you'd like to see. I can't guarantee you that I will follow through on your suggestions, but I read all the comments and I take them into account. Also, don't spoil. And I think that's it. Let's begin the character creation, which we're doing live, and do some planning for our playthrough. And then the first video will be not live. It'll be, I think the first gameplay part will be recorded after I'm done the stream. So let's begin. Okay, so this is where it all starts, everybody. The main story. This is where we start to think about what our character is going to be like. Join the struggle against the World Wound, the epic war between Golarion and the Abyss that has raged for more than 100 years. Up to now, the Crusader armies have barely managed to curb the overwhelming enemy forces, but not for much longer. The Demon Lords are preparing to strike a decisive blow. You'll have to harness mythic powers, take command of the 5th Crusade, and lead it against the demonic hordes. Verdi, there is an extension for YouTube that is literally called like Twitch theater mode for YouTube. If you're interested, I have it installed and it works great. It's for Chrome. I don't know if it works for anything else. So, demonic hordes against the 5th Crusade. Now it says we have to lead the 5th Crusade. The question is, what is our character's motivation? Do we want to see the world destroyed? Do we want to exploit... We're evil, right? We got to think evil. Do we want to exploit this conflict in order to make ourselves... to profit... to make ourselves stronger? To profit ourselves? To gain power? What... I think that's something we'll have to determine, right? Maybe we're part of the demonic horde. Maybe we're a demon. Let the dead rule the world. But this is where we have to launch off. This is the launching point for our character creation. Keep this in mind as we're going through. Okay, I went through all this in detail during the first stream that didn't actually stream. So I already set these. It took me about 10 minutes to go through these and read them and set them. So let's go. I chose normal critical hits. I chose Death's Door on, which gives us a second chance, basically. I know, this is just the difficulty. Just the difficulty settings. I think this is good. Dead companions rise into combat off, so that if a companion dies, they're dead. All right, remove negative effects on rest. I kept it off because it's kind of weird that you just rest and then you remove all these negative effects. I think you need to actually use the thing that removes the effect, right? Now, it says remove controlling effects after combat. It says with this option, switch on frighten, paralyze, and numerous other negative controlling effects will be removed soon after combat. I guess on. I originally turned this off, but now that I read it, it's controlling effects. And you don't want to just sit there and wait for them to go away, right? I'll leave that on. Auto level up companions. I kept it to companions, but you can switch this off for certain companions if you want to micromanage their leveling. But I think for a first game, auto level up's fine. Moderately weaker enemies. I think I'm just gonna keep them at none. I want the game to be fair, I guess, right? I'm just concerned that I'm gonna get wrecked. And a damage to party, I'm gonna leave it at 1. A number of enemies. This is funny. Listen to this description. Affects the size of combat encounters and sometimes the power of enemies in them. In the reduced mode, many combat encounters will contain far fewer enemies. In the enlarged mode, your enemies will be twice the size. No, all the enemies are gigantic. Many challenging combat encounters will have even more enemies. I think we'll go standard. Gotta go enlarged. No, we'll go standard for that. I don't need more enemies. I don't know if you can change the difficulty later. Good question. You can change some of the stuff later, I think. I'm always in enlarged mode. You might want to get that checked out, Ren. Now, additional enemy behaviors. Enable this option to allow some enemies to use additional abilities and spells. This seems cool. Like, I kind of want that on. I think it might make it more difficult, but you can change it later. Okay. But I like that I like this idea that they could use additional things. I don't know if it means like they get extra actions. I think it just means that they can use more difficult, like more devastating attacks, maybe. The party speed depends on the weight you're carrying. I'm turning this off because this can get really annoying. I'm not a big fan of encumbrance in games. I think it's kind of okay. I don't know. Even when I play like pen and paper role-playing games, I don't really like encumbrance. It's just more of a nuisance. It's not really a fun mechanic. Apparently the devs say they've got it all fairly well balanced up to core mode. Weather effects light. This is penalties from weather. There's either light or heavy, so I think I'll just go with light. Enable character retrain. This lets us retrain. This lets us reset skills for I think since this is a first playthrough, we should be able to reset skills because I'm gonna fuck up big time. Crusade auto mode I'm gonna keep off because it says has no effect on the main story, but some side quests associated with the Crusade might become impossible to complete. So that sounds bad. Unfair mode is unfair. Only active companions receive experience. This one I'm not sure of. It says if there are less than 6 companions, each of them will receive increased experience if you enable it. Disable this option for all companions to gain experience, even if they are not in your current party. I think off, it might make things easier. might make things better overall. But it could be a way, like, if you find a party that you really like, you could level them up faster, right? So it could be like an extra strategy there. I think I'll just leave it on the default though. Only skill user receives skill check experience. So being able this option, only the character who rolls an ability check will gain experience for its success. Once again, the whole party will gain experience. I think it's a team effort, right? So we'll go with off. Last is Lanty mode. Only one save slot is available in this mode. The game saves automatically. This is your hardcore mode. It's off. You can look at that they're trading or not with the party. Yeah, they could be. You could learn by watching too, right? I think I'm gonna. What did Sunny ask? By the way, I was wanting to ask: is the Loverboy shirt gone permanently from the Semi Human store? No. It's there. It's there. I'm not going to turn on hardcore mode, but I will play like it's hardcore. So the reason why I don't want to turn it on is because there's some bugs in this game. I'm sure of it. A game this size is going to be really buggy. I don't want a bug to like ruin the experience and we're stuck with it, but I'm not going to save scum. No, if an NPC dies or whatever, we're going to deal with the consequences. That's the way I like to play these games. It's a lot more interesting to play, a lot more interesting to watch. I did plenty of save scumming when I was younger. Immersive mode. This disables like a bunch of the UI and stuff like that. It's our first playthrough, so that'll be off. Show tutorial on. There we go. We did it. It took about the same amount of time. Is it not showing up, Sunny? Now we're off to the most important part, everybody. And now there is pre-generated characters. So here we can see what the half elf looks like. The Oreed. I don't know how to pronounce that. Ored. The human. This one's the cutest. Look at the little guy. Wait, does the gnome have? Do gnomes have horns? No, it's a gnome. Oh yeah, and there's the tiefling. Ooh. It's a weird frame rate on the tail there. And the human. We're gonna go with a custom character though. Now, I don't know what our character is gonna look like yet, because we haven't done that part. That comes later here. So I'm not gonna select any of these. I'm gonna go with custom. And I guess what we'll do is initially we'll take a screenshot of how we look in the character creator, and yeah, there's Fox. There's a Fox character. And then we'll add this as custom, and then maybe I'll commission one of the artists in chat to do an actual portrait at some point. We'll see how this goes. I assume I can update these later as we go. But for now, what I could do is when I'm done the character creation, I could take some screenshots and then update the portrait with it. So for now, I'll just pick this. Yeah, Blacko, I was totally thinking of you. All right, here we go. So I actually went through the classes before. Over the last few days, I've kind of been mulling over what to play as, because there's a lot. Look at this. These are the classes, and they all have subclasses, okay? Or like specialized classes. So I do want to read through these though, all of them, and you guys let me know what you think. Bear in mind, we're going evil, so like paladin probably isn't gonna work unless there's like an evil paladin. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read through each class's description, and we'll take a look at the difficulty, and we'll talk about it a little bit. So we got Alchemist. Alchemist is an unusual class that employs a vast arsenal of handmade potions, extracts, elixirs, and even bombs. Bombs are a ranged area of effect weapon. The Alchemist's main weapon They've learned a lot of arcane spells. Instead of casting them normally, an alchemist prepares them as extracts. Difficulty 4-2. This wasn't one of the ones that really interested me, but this is an option. Arcanist. Arcanists are specialists of arcane magic. They apply a wide array of spells that make them useful in a lot of different situations. After resting, they choose a limited amount of spells they can use that day. Arcanists are capable of making their spells more powerful. Maybe like a powerful mage could be good. So the different subclasses, good question. Let's take a look at the Arcanist, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to play an Alchemist. I don't know, that seems boring to me. So let's look at one that we might take. Phantasmal Mage. The strong bond with fairies. No, not fairies. Maybe Eldritch? For some Arcanists, the power bubbling up from within is nearly too much to contain. They become adept at shaping this magical energy without needing to bind it up in spells. So I think, yeah, it changes the way that you play. So here we go. Font of Power added by the archetype. An Eldritch font gains an additional spell slot for each level of Arcanist spell she can cast. However, the number of spells at each level that she can prepare reduces by 1. If this reduces her spells prepared for a level to 0, she still gains spell slots at that level, which can be used to cast spells using meta magic feats. So, as you can see, this is a fucking complicated game. And then we get Eldritch Surge. And we remove Arcanist exploits. This is kind of cool, the way that they show you what you get and what's removed. You can go like just the basic though, I think. And it looks like there's a recommended build as well. So that's kind of cool. So Arcanist, maybe. Brown Fur Transmuter. Transforming themselves into animals. That's kind of cool. What few realize is that these specialized arcanists excel at turning themselves and others into all kinds of creatures. We could turn ourselves into like a devil or something, maybe. And we can share transmutation. Target others with their transmutation spells. That's kind of neat. Fox can transform into Fox. Okay, so that's the Arcanist. Let's keep going. Barbarian. Barbarians are melee warriors who plunge into rage to deal the enemies a lot of damage. They move fast and have a lot of health, but are poorly armored. As they advance, the barbarians gain immunity to some of the enemies' tactical advantages. I think I want something with a little more meat in it for the class. Like if they're gonna be evil, I don't want them to just be like, I'm angry and I'm killing everybody, you know? So I'm not really drawn to Barbarian. We got Bard. It is simple, yeah. Bard is one of the best support classes in the game, wielding a lot of arcane spells. In addition to empowering the allies, they can heal them, as well as control and weaken enemies. Bards are well versed in many skills like disarming traps, and are especially good at passing lore and knowledge checks. More on this later, okay? There's another class that I think works better for an evil character than the Bard. Is there like a evil version though? There's a class that seems more interesting in terms of an evil Bard. Later on. Dirge Bard. Ooh, a composer of sonorous laments for the dead and elaborate requiems for those lost yet long remembered. Dirge Bards master musical tools and tropes that must appeal to the ears and hearts of both the living and the dead. Thundercaller. See, none of these seem very evil. Blood Rager. Blood Ragers are berserkers who succumb to rage to increase their power in melee fight. They can use a basic set of arcane spells, mostly to empower themselves. As a Blood Rager advances, they gain immunity to certain enemies' tactical advantages. This is what I would probably pick if I wanted to do more of a barbarian build. Yeah. So this is like a barbarian with some spellcasting, and there's this one called Blood Rider. In the world's wildlands, a mount is an advantage in both everyday life and the dealing of death. In many barbarian tribes, the true stature of a warrior is determined by his skill and ferocity on horseback. Other tribes measure it in skill atop whatever terrible mounts their people employ. A number of Blood Ragers are not only skilled in the art of mounted combat, but have learned to channel their arcane energies directly into their mount. So you've got this, like, this mount thing that you can get. I don't know what you can use as mounts, though. Animal companion. Character receives an animal companion from more than one source. Effective druid level stat. So it's like a druid, barbarian, spellcaster, feral mount. This could be kind of fun. Spell Eater, where other Blood Ragers, like Green Ranger, this is green, that's like, not Green Ranger, right? That's not evil. Mixed, Primalist. Reformed, see, we can't do Reformed Fiend because they have to be good. Spell Eater, where other Blood Ragers learn to avoid or shrug off minor damage of all sorts. Spell Eaters tap into the power of their bloodline or to heal damage as it comes, and can even cannibalize their own magical energy. Oh, I thought we could eat other people. Cannibalize their own magical energy to heal more damage until you taking the fight to the enemy. Steel Blood. I'm not feeling a real evil. I think any class could just eat other people. Good point. Most Blood Ragers prefer light armor, but some learn the secret of using heavy armor. As these Steel Bloods plot around the battlefield, inspiring fear and delivering carnage from within a steel shell. That could be good. I think Blood Rager is a definite possibility. Okay, Cavalier. Cavalier is a warrior who has an animal companion, a faithful steed they can ride into battle. They are strong melee fighters who can also empower their allies. So a little bit of a support riding melee class. I could do, like, this has this beast rider thing again. How do you, where does it show what kind of animals you can use? I think Cavalier sounds kind of boring, though. Good DPS because of charge. Cleric. Clerics devote their lives to serving gods. See, I don't like the idea that we're serving a god. If we're going to be evil and we want power, the gods should be serving us. That's the kind of mentality I'm thinking that we have. Clerics devote their lives to serving gods. They have access to the most powerful divine spells. Yeah, we are the god. Clerics' main role is to heal and empower their allies. Depending on their specialization, some clerics are also good at weakening enemies or smiting them in the name of their faith. Yeah, see, no. Unless there's like an evil cleric. Devilbane priest? No. I don't see it. Kind of same with druid. Druids are guardians of balance, nature, and elements. They have access to the most powerful divine magic coming from their connection with the natural world. In a battle, druids can empower their allies and animal companions, summon creatures to aid them or control and weaken enemies. Maybe if there was like a someone that could summon the undead. Oh yeah, no. But they would be like, yeah, evil clerics exist, but they would be like venerating some god, right? No, we're more powerful than gods. Yeah, there's inquisitors too. Ooh, this is kind of neat though. Look at this Blight Druid. The devoted servants of nature corrupted, ruined, and destroyed. Blight Druids are the caretakers of lands ravaged by natural disaster. Some are devoted to... Oh. Well, some are devoted to reforming and reclaiming lands despoiled by the ravages of civilization. Others seek out the more rapacious violence inherent in nature and feed the creeping rot and decay that brings an end to all things. That sounds pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Not a Giant? You should change your YouTube name. You have to be neutral evil. Oh, it says neutral good, lawful neutral, neutral, chaotic neutral, or neutral evil. That could be fine. Light bond. Sigh. A blight druid may not bond with an animal companion, but may select from the death and destruction domains in addition to those normally available. Okay. I think Blight Druid's possible, and also Blood Rager. Blood Rider seems kind of cool. And Steel Blood. I didn't even look at this Blight Druid. My asthma. Blight Druid is adjacent to a creature at the beginning of its turn. The creature must succeed a fortitude save. Nauseated. Make people nauseated? No, you're up. You're good. Light-blooded. Immunity to all diseases, including natural and supernatural diseases. I like this story, but I'm not sure if I'm feeling like these skills. Wild-shaped leopard. Bear. Like, it's all the, like... I'd want to turn into something more evil than a leopard and a bear. My asthma. Maybe, though. Fighter. We know what fighters do. I don't think I need to read the fighter. It's basically just like your you can use like all weapons and armor and stuff like that. Melee fighters, they're melee usually, but I guess you could make like a ranged fighter as well, right? Hunter. Hunters fight side by side with their animal companions. They can use both melee and ranged weapons and employ some divine spells that let them empower themselves and their companions. Colluding scoundrel? Canny and conniving skirmisher, manipulating her enemies and leveraging her allies for her own benefit. That sounds like fun, but I think I want something a little bit grander. But possibly. Inquisitor. Inquisitors are their deity's weapons of retribution. They possess many divine spells, mostly using them to empower themselves, and fight with a weapon favored by their deity. Depending on their specialization, an Inquisitor can be deadly in melee or range combat. It's crazy. I don't know how the mythic paths work out. That's the one thing, is like I'm trying to develop a backstory and things like that for my character, but I don't know how that's going to change based on the gameplay going forward, right? So it's kind of hard to make a decision. Monster Tactician. Evil Monk, yeah. Cultist kind of monk, maybe. Well, most Inquisitors have learned to take advantage of the movements of their opponents and allies in combat. Some instead summon creatures as a means of claiming strategic advantage, exploiting the mystic connection between themselves and their summoned creatures to impart a bit of their own tactical knowledge. Gives you more skills on top of your main class. Okay. Summon monster. Cast summon monster 1. More powerful creatures. Okay. A summoner might be kind of cool too. The spell summons an extra planar dock. It appears where you designate. There's something funny about like the word extraplanar next to dog. It's something like out of this world next to the most like basic thing. Here's where you designate an act according to its initiative check. Attacks your opponent to the best of its ability. Uses glaives. Extraplanar wolf. Extraplanar monitor lizard. A dire wolf. Dire wolves. Red caps. If you are evil or 1d3 extraplanar Brolani Azotus. Oh, it's based on whether you're evil or not. Extraplanar budgie. See you, not a giant. One D3 extraplanar soul eaters if you're evil. Maybe. I like this monster tactician thing. Okay, Kineticist is one I was seriously considering. Kineticist is one of the most difficult classes to master. They are the masters of elements, capable of creating elemental blasts with almost no boundaries. These blasts can be devastating to the enemies. There is a class where you have to be evil. It's there's a couple of them, I think. There's the Dark Elementalists. Some Kineticists who are loath to suffer the consequences of channeling their power study the darkest esoteric energies of the planes and use souls to fuel their occult might. The spiritual tortures these Dark Elementalists inflict upon their victims' souls are horrifically selfish acts on par with the actions of demons. You can tell I already... Oh, I'm feeling this. You have to be evil to play this class. Chakrams? Oh, what's chakrams? Dark studies. Uses her intelligence modifier instead of constitution. So the Kineticists, they use health, I believe, to cast their spells. So they don't have mana, they use their health pool. A Kineticist can briefly but significantly empower their blast by adding several infusions. This inflicts burn, which lowers their health until the next time they rest. Hey, Dreaming Sophie. Yeah, this is the first time I've played a game like this on my channel, just on my own. So this is going to be interesting. Not going to have Odd to drag me down. Oh, is that a weapon? Abilities modify the blast or 2 types of infusions. Substance supplement the blast with various effects, such as the ability to ignite the target. Forms change the blast itself, for example, modifying its range area. Neat. So you imbue these blasts with different things, and they have different effects. Special attack whose type depends on the selected element. They can deal both physical and energy damage, and frequently can hit from afar. They can be modified or empowered, and if a Kineticist possesses more than one element, their powers can be combined. So this is like, pardon me for my Dota 2 reference here. This is like Invoker, where you invoke all these different elements, you combine them together, and you have different spells, almost. And then you can make them even more powerful by using your health. Sounds like fun. So there's the Dark Elementalists. So basically, I believe we take... You can't do burn, though. Use intelligence, soul power. A Dark Elementalist uses the souls of others to protect herself from the dangers of burn. She can't choose to accept burn if doing so would raise her total number of points of burn above 3. Number of times per day equal to her intelligence modifier. A full round action. Gather up the souls of the dead creatures. So you use the dead to make your spells more powerful, basically. Circular weapons. Okay. I think I know what you mean. They're like a blade. Is it like a hoop that's like a blade? Yeah. A Dark Elementalist gains attack and damage bonuses from elemental overflow based on how many times that day she has successfully used soul power to rack souls. Okay, so that's Dark Elementalist is a very serious possibility. The only issue that I have with this class is it's very difficult, and I'm new to the game, so there's also this one, Overwhelming Soul. So that you have to be evil to pick that class, the one that I just looked at. The Overwhelming Soul, it says some kineticists have such a powerful personality that they can seize control of their element with their minds alone, without endangering their bodies. So this is like your charisma spellcaster, which kind of sounds cool to me. I like the idea that our character is charismatic, like is able to manipulate people. An Overwhelming Soul's mind is strong enough to protect her body from the stress of channeling the elements. However, in exchange, she is unable to push her limits quite as far as other kineticists. She can't choose to accept burn, though she can use wild talents with a burn cost if she can reduce that cost to 0. Confusing. An Overwhelming Soul uses her Charisma modifier instead of her Constitution modifier to determine her damage with wild talents. The DCs of Constitution-based wild talents, the duration of wild talents with the Constitution-based duration, or bonus on Concentration checks for wild talents and the other Constitution-based effects. Well, Jesus, this is so complicated. The thing is like, you can kind of get by without knowing all the details, right? Like, you don't need to know, like, exactly what's going into the rolls. It just gives you an advantage if you know what's going on. So the only thing that we lose is we can't do the burn thing, which lets us use our health to increase the power. But same with Dark Elementalist, right? Oh, and there's Blood Kineticist. To a Blood Kineticist, the water in a creature's blood is just like any other sort, and she uses that knowledge to brutal ends. You have to take water as your specialty, I think, though, with this. Seem to remember reading about that. Is your infusion or something? Yeah, this is the most difficult class, or one of the most difficult ones. Okay, Magus. So yeah, honestly, the Dark Elementalist sounds the most interesting to me, just from a role-playing perspective. It's like we're using the power of the dead, the souls of the dead, to make ourselves stronger. Yeah, with Blood Kinesis, you're a bloodbender. Magus. Magus is an arcane spellcaster who fights with a weapon in one hand and a spell in the other. They're very effective attackers thanks to a vast array of both offensive and defensive spells. However, playing this class takes a lot of attention and micromanagement. So we've got another rider. Hexcrafter. Uncovered the secret of using his arcane pool to recreate witch hexes. These magi can hex friend and foe, curse those they strike, expend their spell selection to include many curses and harmful spells. This wasn't one that I really thought about, but I always like the idea of like a melee / spellcaster. Monk. Monks are masters of martial arts, deadly in melee combat. They fight with their bare hands or with special monk weapons. A monk must have a lawful alignment. Well, that's lawful. You can be lawful evil. But lawful evil means that we follow the rules, and I don't know that I want to do that. I think I want chaotic or neutral evil. I want to be able to do whatever we want. So high. Is there an evil one? Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on the bunk. I don't think I want to be lawful. Oracle's pretty interesting. Zen Archer is OP. Oracles are powerful divine spellcasters who have access to the most powerful divine magic. There's like 3 or 4 classes that have access to the most powerful divine magic. Okay. They can effectively heal and empower their allies or devastate their enemies. Oracles have access to a limited number of spells and only gain new ones as they advance in level. This makes them less flexible, but they can cast more spells before needing a rest. This could be good for us because it's not that complicated of a class. And I liked this Enlightened Philosopher one. The Enlightened Philosopher seeks enlightenment through compassion, moderation, and humility. Wait. No, that's not the one. That's not the one. Was it Lone Strider? A Lone Strider is a recluse who gained her oracular powers from isolation in a deep desert or on a mountain peak or in another secluded location. A connection to untraveled places gives the Lone Strider powers to evade her enemies. I was thinking this would be cool from a story perspective. It's like we discovered some unknown truth about the world in our isolation, and as a result, we want to destroy it. Possessed Oracle says, some oracles are possessed by spirits, demons, or similar beings. Instead of drawing her powers from deities, a possessed oracle has these otherworldly forces work their magic through her. Yeah, I don't know if I want to be possessed, though. I think I want to be evil by choice. You know, like, the whole possession thing, it takes away from the the effect of the evilness. Basically a final boss in an FF game. Definitely not that. Oh, this could be good too, Seeker. Oracles gain their magical powers through strange and mysterious ways, be they chosen by fate or blood. While most might be content with their strange powers, some oracles join the Pathfinder specifically to find out more about their mysteries and determine the genesis and history of their eldritch talents. These spellcasters are known as Seekers. After their obsession with researching ancient texts and obscure ruins for any clues they can find about their heritage and histories. This could work really well with an evil character, right? We could discover some truth about ourselves. Seekers often look to ancient devices, old tomes, and strange magical items in order to learn more about their oracle mysteries. Ciphering strange... Seeker gains trickery as a class skill. We lose revelation. Bonus feat. Let me go back to Lone Strider. Recluse's Stride. We get more speed. And a mystery. Choose a mystery that adds lore or nature to his list of class skills. Fade from memory. Whenever there's no enemies within 10 feet, you get a 20% concealment. So this is like a stealth class, almost. Okay, possibly... I think I like Seeker the most out of these. Paladin... Meh. See, these are all good stuff. So you have to be lawful good to be a paladin. And then if you become evil, you lose your skills, I believe. A paladin must have a lawful good alignment or they will lose most of their powers. So we're not going to be a paladin. Sorry, Iraq Lobster. Rangers are adept at exterminating certain types of enemies. Rangers can become masters of any kind of weapons, depending on the combat style they choose. Thanks to their unique abilities, Rangers are some of the best dual-wielding warriors. Meh. Meh for this one too. Rogue. I think like a rogue is a different type of playthrough from what I want to do. Like a trickster kind of playthrough would be fun too, but that's not what we're doing. We're like evil. Not like neutral. I like rogue characters too. Cosmo is a rogue in the campaign that I'm playing with Blecko. A paladin. Shaman. Shamans are divine spellcasters who have access to the strongest spells of this type. Okay. Just like the other 4 classes we read. Underground chemist does not sound like a trickster. Yeah. I mean, that's a different... Yeah, I want to be more like more evil on a grand scale than what a rogue brings. Shaman has a great versatility in terms of customizing their build for the player's preferred style. Depending on their chosen specialization, a shaman can massacre enemies, support and heal allies, or control and weaken the foes. For playing as a shaman is pretty difficult and is not recommended for the new players. Shadow shaman. Conceal their actions. Witch doctor? Nah. See, shaman doesn't seem very evil to me either. Okay, Julie, if you're still here, this is the class that might interest you. Skald is a combination of a furious fighter and an empowering ally. They usually fight in melee, can employ a limited number of spells, can heal and empower their party members. Their songs inspire battle rage in their teammates, making those who fight with weapons stronger. This is a barbarian. So it's like a bard that like empowers frenzy in their allies, but also has some spells and can heal. It's really, this class is really bizarre. So this is a good possibility. And in particular, I was looking at Demon Dancer. So features and abilities: Inspired Rage, empowers damage and chance to hit of those of the Skald's allies. Takes away their ability to cast spells. Okay. Can also grant them rage powers. And they learn new songs with various effects. Rage powers. Skald can choose a number of passive and activated powers that empower some of their abilities while weakening the others. They only work with the Skald as raging. Uncanny dodge. Evade penalty to their armor class in some situations. So the Demon Dancer says, well, the twisted power of the demon worshipping Skald is great. It comes at a terrible price. The thing is like that we're worshiping demons. We want to be above that, I think. We want people to worship us. Fiendish Maw. At 3rd level, whenever a Demon Dancer inspires rage, all who accept his rage gain a bite attack. Fiend Totem. While raging, the barbarian spreads dozens of wicked barbs from her body. Anyone striking the barbarian with a melee weapon, an unarmed strike, or an actual damage weapon. So it's basically like thorns. Yeah, we want to be our own evil. We don't want to like worship some other evil. That's why I'm more towards like the kineticist and the oracle. Seem the best for those. Demonic Conquest. Demon Dancer's dances warp the minds of those who accept them even further. The strength bonuses of the Demon Dancers inspire rage increased by 2. However, if affected creature stops attacking it or changes, the target suffers damage. Okay. These powers seem pretty cool. So I think this is a good choice. Demon Dancer. Slayer seem pretty cool to me too. Slayers can fight both in melee and range combat. Their main role is dealing large amounts of damage to enemies. However, their defense is rather weak. I think it was the Stygian Slayer that I was looking at. Or the Executioner. We got Steady Target. This active ability gives the Slayer bonuses to damage, chance to hit, Slayer talent. Slayer advances in addition to regular feats. They can choose unique abilities that make them stronger in battle and define their style of combat. Sneak attack. A Stygian Slayer crawls out of the darkest shadows to strike fear into the hearts of civilized folk. He's a merciless killer who can control a sliver of magic, allowing him to arrive unseen, commit murder, and depart without detection. So if I was going to do a stealth class, I feel like this would probably be it. Yeah. Efficient with all simple martial weapons as well as light armor, but not with medium armor. Invisibility. But I don't know if it works with what I was thinking. Like, we want to be noticed. We want to inspire people to join our cause. This is like an assassin. That's why I wasn't sure about this. Ability, perception, athletics, persuasion. Executioner. These professional killers are trained and used almost exclusively by crime families. Streetwise and ruthless. See, this is like a gun for hire, a blade for hire. Okay, sorcerer. Sorcerers are powerful arcane spellcasters. I don't know if chaotic evil inspires much aside from carnage. Everyone loves carnage. Also, I'm not sure if I'm going to be chaotic. Maybe neutral evil. That way I can kind of like choose what I feel like. Sorcerers are powerful arcane spellcasters, very effective in combat. Unlike the other arcane spellcasters, they can use a limited array of spells, which makes them less flexible in various situations. However, they can cast more spells before they need a rest. I didn't really look at these. I just felt like the kineticist was more interesting. And it's a new class, I believe, to this. We're almost at the end. War Priest. War Priests apply both cold weapons and a vast array of sacred spells. They are effective in both offense and defense, can heal and empower allies, and have an ability to channel energy to heal or damage multiple targets. One thing I want to check, though, is there one that's like specifically evil? No. Cult leader. Maybe. Cult leader. Referred? Okay, hold on. Let me take a look at the War Priest skills. Fervor. This unique ability allows the War Priest to cast any spell very quickly, but only on themselves. For example, they can use a spell to make themselves stronger, then attack an enemy on the same round. This ability also allows the War Priest to heal themselves or their allies with a touch, or to damage the undead. War Priest chooses a deity to worship. Each deity grants a number of blessings. Sacred weapon. War Priest chooses one weapon type from the many available and perfects the art of using it. As they progress, it deals more damage. Empowered with various spells and abilities, War Priest also gains bonus feats that give them bonus to attack and damage rolls available only to them. Yeah, that's maybe the cult leader. There should be a specific evil wizard. You have to be a Dampier or vampire. That is. Henny, so this kineticist, you have to be evil to be a dark elementalist because you're drawing power from the souls of the dead. So that's why this is kind of like either dark elementalist or overwhelming soul. Those are my two top ones so far, I think. Overwhelming soul is like a charismatic is more of like a charismatic spellcaster, which also I'm tempted by. There's one for which that I'm curious about. Okay, where was I? War Priest, cult leader. The Vanguard? There's no Vanguard, is there? What's Vanguard? There's also the Scald. The Demon Dancer sounds interesting too. Because you're like inspiring rage in others. What is that under? Oh, Slayer Vanguard. Vanguards are battlefield commanders who focus on the brutality of combat and lead their allies to bloody victory. Quick to react to danger, a Vanguard is a valuable scout, capable officer, and skilled tactician. Doesn't sound like... Maybe. Teamwork feat. Teamwork feat. Move action, you can choose one of his current study targets, grant half his study target bonus against strength. So the fucking skills are so complicated. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not that drawn by it. I kind of go by like the way that I feel. This seems more like these are the first people that get to go into the fight. Valuable scout, capable officer. Maybe. Yeah, that's another one to consider. I agree. So let's go back to the cult leader. Referred to as fanatics, lunatics, or obsessive. Cultists see themselves as genuine devotees to their deity. And the hierarchs of those devotees, the cult leaders are the most fanatical of them all. Cult leaders are known for turning reasonable hearts toward corrupted teachings and striking at those that get in the way of their agenda. It sounds good if we didn't have to choose ourselves as... If we could choose ourselves as the god. Yeah, I'm not going to have any companions left. Doesn't have the following features. Rahu Dum Faithless. Atheism. Well hidden. Let's do bonus on stealth checks. A lot of proficiencies. It doesn't seem like we have to choose... What is spontaneous casting? Oh, good description. Hey, Alpha. It's like Divinity. Divinity Original Sin. It's the combat is possible real time, but there is a turn-based option, which I think I'll play with initially. Okay. Blessings. A war priest deity influences his alignment, what magic he can perform. See, you've got to pick a deity. I don't know if I want to do that. I like the idea of like, we are the source of our own power. Or we don't understand what the source of our power is. That's also interesting to me. I guess the story could be that we want to overpower the god that we venerate, though, as a cult leader, right? That could be interesting. If that's... I just don't know. I don't know how the game allows you to roleplay. Probably it's not that deep. Feral champion. Jesus. When a war priest devotes himself to a god of the natural world, he is sometimes blessed with supernatural powers allow him to evoke animalistic power and fury. Proclaimer rushing into abyss twisted ways with nothing but his weapon, his hand and his faith in his heart. Sounds like a good guy. Okay, Witch. This one has some good opportunities too. Witches are potent arcane spellcasters who can employ the strongest spells. They are especially good at controlling and weakening the enemies, both with spells and unique magical abilities called hexes. The Proclaimers, yeah. Witches can also heal and empower their allies, though less effectively than some other classes. This is a difficult class to play for a newcomer. Hexes are special abilities available to witches and shamans. They are very versatile and can help you finely tune the character for their chosen role in the party. Some of the hexes duplicate the most powerful abilities of other classes. Each witch chooses a patron among the arcane entities such as elements, death, or fate. Patron determines a witch's specialization and gives them access to new spells. Death. Yeah, what are the prestige classes? Which chooses a familiar who gives them a bonus to certain abilities or skills. Now, the one that I looked at that seemed the most interesting was Witch of the Veil. Secrets, mysteries, and shrouds are the ever-changing backbone of the Witch of the Veil. She always strives to discover new arcane knowledge of this universe while guarding their secrecy. That sounds pretty good. Dragon disciples use magic and dragon powers in battle. They receive additional ability scores and can transform into a dragon. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. No, still going through classes, Verdi. Deception. Shrouded Step. Become invisible for a number of rounds. Secrecy. Stealth and trickery. Oh, and you remove the patron, which I didn't really want. And we get a familiar. I like Witch of the Veil. Not a super, it doesn't seem like a super complicated class. Patrons aren't something you worship anyway. Okay. Patron is a vague and mysterious force. Right. It's just the source of their power. Yeah, and I like that for reasons that she might not entirely understand. They need not be named. Influence over one of the... That could be have some cool role-playing implications too that we can come up with. So the other one was stigmatized witch, I think. Some witches think of their magic not as a gift but as a curse. Her body is tarnished with the mark of her ill fate. Maybe the patron of such a witch was cruel and decided that power mustn't come cheap. Or maybe they mercifully helped the witch to turn the adversities that befell her into a source of new strength. Stigmatized witch relies on intuition. Her magic is based not on the sharpness of her wit, but on the strength of her character. Instead of the regular powers granted by a patron, such a witch gets a curse like an oracle. She casts her spells spontaneously like a sorcerer, rather than a wizard. To get Oracle's curse. Each Oracle is cursed, but this curse comes with a benefit as well as a hindrance. Choice is made at first level, and once made, it cannot be changed. The Oracle's curse cannot be removed or dispelled without the aid of a deity. Yeah, maybe not. I think I like Witch of the Veil more. Hey, Ivy! Ivy did a voice in this game! What was the character that you did, Ivy? It's one of the first NPCs you said that you encounter. I'm probably not going to get to gameplay today, so we're probably not going to see the character that you voiced, but I'm going to start the gameplay off of the stream. Yeah, Ivy's a voice actress. Okay. Anivia, am I pronouncing that right? Anivia Tirabade? She also did the voice for what was the name of the main character in Whispers of a Machine? I think it was. Anivia. Ah. Anavia. Which I played on the channel as well. And he also did some voices, the skulls in Strangeland that I played recently. Okay, Wizard. Last main class. I've been doing this for an hour. Wizards are powerful arcane spellcasters. They have a large array of different spells, which makes them useful in different situations. Vera, yes. That was a really cool game. They have a large array of different spells, which makes them useful in different situations. They can destroy or weaken their enemies or empower their allies. However, this versatility has its downside. The number of spells a wizard can cast per day is not very large. I'm playing a wizard in my 5th edition, D&D 5th edition campaign. Crewromancer? Oh. Oh, is that a necromancer? I didn't really look at these because I was kind of like, well, wizard's kind of basic. To those who know how to manipulate it, the blood of a Dompier can be powerful. Oops. Can be a powerful component to magic. A Crewromancer infuses his necromantic magic with the power of his unique mixture of living blood and undead ichor. As his power increases in this strange arcane art, a Crewromancer finds potent ways to infuse his unique blood with necromancy spells. I don't know what the mythic paths are, Ivy. I don't know a ton about this game aside from I looked up some of the classes. I am gonna be evil though. That's the one thing. I just don't know how that's gonna manifest itself in the game. I am playing a rogue. I'm playing my cat Cosmo as a rogue in Blacko's game. Okay, this sounds interesting. Let's take a look at this. Blood infusion. When I cast a spell of the Necromancy School, can opt to infuse that spell with his undead tainted blood as a swift action. As he increases in level, the power and effects of such infusion become more potent. Uses blood infusion, he drains a portion of his own blood. Cuts himself with a blade by opening a scab. Okay. +1 to the DC. Okay, and necromancy. There are 2 mythic paths off the top of my head that will fit your evil playthrough. Woo! I can't play evil characters. It's like too much work for me to keep up the evil. It's going to be very bizarre because I'm going to be like, yes, I want to help the townspeople. But I'm actually going to have to choose to kill them. Gunnar, that was actually one of the things that I chose for my character, that if I was like seriously injured, I would have to run away from battle. The Dread and Fear Necromancer commands undead and uses the foul power of unlife against his enemies. Power over undead. Should we be a necromancer? I'm kind of tempted by this. But it's also a little bit... This is kind of like what you'd pick if you were evil. It's like the standard evil thing. You're a necromancer. Arcane Bond. Powerful bond with an object or a creature. Okay, we lose that. We lose the specialist school because we're a necromancer. Is there anything else that lets you be a use necromancy? Commanding infusion. When using this infusion with animate dead, summon skeletons gain +4 enhancement bonus. One of the mythic paths let you become a necromancer. And we'd have to be a Dompier as well, which is undead, right? Every wizard or sorcerer can use necro spells. Okay. Go on to be a lich and gain immortality. Maybe. I'm not sure if I'm feeling that though. Thessalonian. Sorry, I'm kind of reading this. I should be reading it out loud. Focusing the research and discovery that each school of magic was opposed by 2 specific opposition schools. The Rune Lords developed methods of further enhancing their mastery over their chosen arcane specialties. Essentially, they define these 7 schools. Traded arcane versatility for greater strength in their chosen field. Huh? I know, it's insane. How many choices we have? A Thessalonian specialist wizard receives 2 additional spell slots of each spell he can cast. These bonus spell slots must both be used to prepare the same spell from the wizard's school of specialization, allowing the wizard to cast that spell twice. The wizard cannot use these slots to prepare 2 different spells. So we cast the same, we basically like double the power of the spells we cast? A Thessalonian specialist does not get to customize his choice for opposition schools. Choice selected for him when he chooses his specialization. Restrictions are more significant than most wizards follow, known as prohibited schools. Cantrips removed. Interesting. Maybe for another playthrough, I might do this. Okay, so what is the deal with these? So what does that mean, though, prestige classes? They have requirements. Okay, let's take a look. Is there any that are particularly interesting? I'll just read them out. The Sword Lords follow no singular path to dueling mastery. Some of those who take up the blade only dabble in its use, while others explore swordplay with the dueling weapon in unconventional ways. You can multi-class into them? They're like the tier 2 classes. Can I start with them from the beginning? Or I will eventually, like, because I see that they're red. And it says base attack bonus 5. Okay, so I won't be able to pick any of these. It's something that I can level into later on. Yeah, okay. Dragon Disciple does sound pretty cool. You have to plan ahead. Okay, well, I don't know if I want to go that far. What do you guys think? Hell Knight? Hell Knight Signifier. Hell Knight Signifiers form the spellcasting arm of the Hell Knight Order. They serve as faceless enforcers of order and use their magical powers to relentlessly root out and punish criminals to the letter of the law. They wear masks, often featureless, to mark themselves as impersonal agents of order, unswayed by empathy, detached from emotion, and dedicated to passing impartial judgment upon all lawbreakers. They sound like good guys. Gunnar says Dark Elementalist is cool. That was Kineticist, right? Okay. If you guys make a suggestion and I'll go through them. Some Kineticists who are loath to suffer the consequences of channeling their power study the darkest esoteric energies of the planes, use souls to feel their occult might, right? This is the ones that use the souls of the dead in order to make themselves more powerful. So they basically use souls so that the burn doesn't hurt them as much, but they lose the burn. In Witch of the Veil, yeah. Let me just go back to Kineticist. Special attack whose type depends on the selected element. Deal both physical and energy damage. Frequently can hit from afar. Possess more than one element. Their powers can be combined. Fusion. Forms can change the blast yourself. Burn. The Witch. You guys seem more interested in the Witch. Is it just because it was a more recent one? Witch of the Veil? Secrets, mysteries, and shrouds are the ever-changing backbone of the Witch of the Veil. She always strives to discover new arcane knowledge of this universe while guarding their secrecy. A lot of people are liking the Witch. Kineticist will definitely make for some hilarious fail moments just because of the complexity. Okay, Stigmatized Witch. I could actually do a poll. So once we let me write these down. Once we get these limited to some choices, I'll run a poll and we'll see which one wins. I'm not necessarily gonna pick the one that wins. I just wanna get a sense. So you got I'm gonna put. So there's the dark elementalist. So the overwhelming soul didn't interest you guys? It doesn't seem as evil. We got the Witch of the Veil. The Stigmatized is some witches think of their magic not as a gift but as a curse. Her body is tarnished with the mark of her ill fate. Maybe the patron of such a witch was cruel and decided that power mustn't come cheap. Or maybe they mercilessly helped the witch to turn the adversities that befell her into a source of new strength. Relies on intuition. Magic is based not on the sharpness of her wit, but on the strength of her character. Instead of the regular power granted by a patron, such a witch gets a curse like an oracle. So we make a choice of a curse. It cannot be removed or dispelled without the aid of a deity. Based on her oracle level +1. You like the Stigmatized one, Sonny? Hell Knight is, but that's one of the prestige classes. I'd have to like level up into that. Oh, that's you're talking to Ren, yeah. Do you guys prefer the Stigmatized to the Witch of the Veil? Leader likes the Witch of the Veil. We could put Stigmatized Witch on the list. And then the Crewromancer. That's just fucking that's odd to say. This is the Dampier one. The necromancy. Is there another one that interested you guys? Wasn't there a cool war priest one? The cult leader. I'm gonna put cult leader in the list too. Referred to as fanatics, lunatics, or obsessive, cultists see themselves as genuine devotees to deity. Hierarchs of those devotees, the cult leader, are the most fanatical of them all. Cult leaders are known for turning reasonable hearts toward corrupted teachings and striking at those that get in the way of their agenda. So this is more like persuasion, stealth. Also, it might be one of the easier classes to play. What about the Scald? The Demon Dancer. This is the Rage, the Rage Bard. What does Exploiter Wizard do? Contrary to traditional wizardly studies, an Exploiter Wizard forgoes the tried and true methods of arcane focus, arcane schools for the exploits favored by an arcanist. Some wizards regard this blatant exploitation of arcane magic as somehow cheating, but most exploiters believe this prejudice is close-minded and overly traditional. Okay. Yeah, you could be a whale mitch. You could be a male witch. Ain't pool of magical energy. 3. So you have an arcane reservoir. Instead of a certain number of spells you can cast. Exploiter exploit. Exploiter exploit. At first level and every 4 levels thereafter, the Exploiter Wizard gains a single Arcanist exploit. An Exploiter Wizard exploit cannot be selected more than once. Okay. I don't know. This is just confusing me. Yeah, but I think that we could come up with a story with the cult leader where we're looking to overthrow the god and become the leader of the whole shebang. I'm gonna add cult leader as an option too. How about just plain fighter? Let's be a, I mean, honestly, it wouldn't be Dragonair Scion. I mean, there's some cool stuff that we could do with this. I just don't really feel like playing a fighter. I think it would probably get boring after a bit. No, I'm going to do a poll. Okay. So on the poll will be Dark Elementalist, Witch of the Veil, Stigmatized Witch, Crewromancer, and Cult Leader. I like all of those. Let's do it. Which class? Not which class. What class? So you got Dark Elementalist, Witch of the Veil. I wonder how many of these I can choose. Stigmatized Witch. I feel like the having 2 witch options though is going to split the vote. Crewromancer. Oh, I can only have 4 options. Okay, you know what? I'll switch one of these to just witch. And then cult leader. All right. Poll time. I'm not necessarily going to choose the one that you guys pick, but I just want to see which one you're the most interested in. I don't know how the polls work on YouTube. I'm going to run to the washroom while you guys are voting. Who won? How do I see who won? How does this work? Witch has 55%. 20 votes. That's pretty good. Okay, sounds like you guys want Witch. Okay, let's go. We'll do another poll. See which Witch you prefer. Last favorite getting chosen at the end of true evil playthrough. Which one? Perfect. How do I close this? End poll. Okay. Which one? Which one? Yes, no. Stig. Okay, one more poll. Oh, I misspelled witch. I spelled it width of the veil. Witch of the Veil or stigmatized witch? Paladin witch. This is exciting. Hexes. Heyo! Thank you so much. The 2 months. If you guys are having fun, think about becoming a member here. Oh. Look at all this stuff we get to pick after, too. Background selection, skills, ability scores, feats, witches familiar, patron, hex, and our spells. Witch of the Veil. Okay, Witch of the Veil's winning pretty handily. Secrets, mystery, and shrouds are the ever-changing. So we get a deception. List of known spells. Vanish, invisibility, displacement, confusion, phantasmal web, serenity, invisible mask, angelic aspect. Shrouded step. Invisible for a number of rounds. Secrecy. Stealth and trickery. Looks like we lose some hexes, though. Familiar has to be a cat. It could be Cosmo. All right, it's pretty... okay, 19 votes. It's 79% to 21%. I'm happy with that. Oh, 75 to 25. It's changing. We have 20 votes, though. That's what we had in the last one. All right. We're doing it. Witch of the Veil. Oh, we don't choose a patron. That's right. All right, next. Wait. Yeah, we don't have to choose anything else, right? Yeah. Race. We got human. +2 to 1 ability score at creation. The character gets a +2 bonus to an ability of their choice. Humans possess exceptional drive and a great capacity to endure and expand. As such, are currently the dominant race in the world. We're not even close to being finished. Their empires and nations are vast, sprawling things, and the citizens of these societies carve names for themselves with the strength of their sword arms and the power of their spells. Humanity is best characterized by its tumultuous and diversity, and human cultures run the gamut from savage but honorable tribes to decadent, devil-worshipping noble families. In the most cosmopolitan cities, human curiosity and ambition often triumph over their predilection for sedentary lifestyle. Many leave their homes to explore the innumerable forgotten corners of the world or lead mighty armies to conquer their neighbors simply because they can. Physical characteristics of humans are as varied as the world's climate, I guess. From the dark-skinned tribesmen of the southern continents to the pale and barbaric raiders of the northern lands, humans possess a wide variety of skin colors, body types, blah, blah, blah. We're jack of all trades. We get a feat at first level, and we're skilled. An additional skill rank at first level, plus 2 to 1 ability score. What is the main thing for this class? Will, I guess. Persuasion too. Knowledge. Okay. Elf. Oh my god, these are long. I don't think Elf is necessarily a good choice for this class. But maybe it is. A willpower isn't a skill thing, right? So what skills should we be going for? Witches learn a number of magic tricks called hexes. The saving throw DC to resist a hex is equal to 10 plus half the witch's level plus the witch's intelligence. For stigmatized witch's saving throw uses charisma. So it's intelligence. Intelligence, and then maybe charisma, and then dexterity, I'm going to say. If you click on them. Oh, you mean when I get to the ability score part? I guess I can go back, eh? Okay, the long-lived elves are children. Hedgehog is familiar. You can go back, okay. The long-lived elves are children of the natural world, similar in many superficial ways to fey creatures, yet different as well. Elves value their privacy and traditions, and while they are often slow to make friends at both the personal and national levels, once an outsider is accepted as a comrade, such alliances can last for generations. Elves have a curious attachment to their surroundings, perhaps as a result of their incredibly long lifespans, for some deeper, more mystical reason. Elves who dwell in a region for long find themselves physically adapting to match their surroundings, most noticeably taking on coloration reflecting the local environment. Those elves that... We're evil! We're not having a cute hedgehog as our familiar! Those elves that spend their lives among the short-lived races, on the other hand, often develop a skewed perception of mortality. Become morose, forlorn. Result of watching wave after wave of companions age and die before their eyes. Although generally taller than humans, elves possess a graceful, fragile physique, accentuated by their long, pointed ears. Hey, Richie. Hey, chummer. Their eyes are wide and almond-shaped, and filled with large, vibrantly colored pupils. While elven clothing often plays off the beauty of the natural world, elven cities tend to... I'm not going to read all this. That's way too much to read. We know what elves are. We know what these classes are. You get keen senses. +2 racial bonus on perception checks. Elven magic. +2 racial bonus on caster level checks. Made to overcome spell resistance. +2 racial bonus on knowledge arcana skill checks. They're immune to magic sleep effects. +2 racial saving throw bonus against enchantment spell effects. Proficient with longbows, longswords, short bows. Treat any weapon with the word elven in its name as martial. Various places and living conditions create subraces differing from their peers. They gain unique racial traits in exchange for losing some of the usual ones. Dexterity and int. It's not bad. Elf wouldn't be a bad class, or a bad race. Dwarf. Wisdom +2, charisma -2, constitution +2. I don't think we're going to be a dwarf. No, I meant... I don't need to read all the description stuff. Slow and steady. I'm just going to skip dwarf. We're not going to be a dwarf. Gnome. +2 con, +2 charisma. -2 strength. I don't think we're going to be a gnome. Gnome, where our evil is inversely proportional to our stature. Whoa, halfling's even smaller. Oh. I don't think we're going to be a halfling. Half elf, maybe. +2 to 1 ability score at creation. The character gets +2 bonus to an ability of their choice. And we get the keen senses, which the human doesn't get, but we don't get the feat. The feat or skilled. Half orc. +2 to 1 ability score at creation. The character gets a +2 bonus to an ability of their choice. Skilled. Skill rank at first level. Intimidating. +2 racial bonus on persuasion checks when used to intimidate due to their fearsome nature. Half orcs? This could be the one. They don't have feet. No, they float. Half orcs are proficient with great axes and falchions and treat any weapon with the name orc and its name is martial. Orc ferocity. When a half orc is brought below 0 hit points but not killed, he can fight on for 1 more round as if disabled. At the end of his turn, unless brought to about 0 hit points, he immediately falls unconscious. Keen senses. Various places in living conditions create sub-races. Okay. Half orc. That's why they're called half elves, because they have no feet. Yeah, if they had feet, it would be half their body. Half orcs get the worst of both worlds. Still, while not exactly accepted, half orcs in civilized societies tend to be valued for their martial prowess. But actually, if you look at their skills, you don't necessarily need to make them like a martial class. Feared, distrusted, and spat upon, half orcs still consistently manage to surprise their detractors with great deeds and unexpected wisdom. But sometimes it's easier just to crack a few skulls. Both genders of half orcs stand between 6 and 7 feet tall. With powerful build. I'm going to make a female character, by the way. I think. Greenish or grayish skin. Their canines often grow long enough to protrude from their mouths, and these tusks, combined with heavy brows and slightly pointed ears, give them their notoriously bestial appearance. Half orcs may be impressive if you ever describe them as beautiful. There's racial for Aasimar. There's heritage that you select, right? Racial heritage. Background. Is that what you're talking about for subclasses? Aasimar. Oh, there's no bonuses at all. Heritage. Most Aasimars do not know exactly where their celestial powers come from. Similar qualities of many such celestially touched beings hint at a relatively indistinct or all-encompassing heavenly force in their lineage. Some, however, possess more unique traits and ability. This is like good guy class. I think we skipped the Aasimar. Yeah, it's just it's based on Pathfinder, which is modified from D&D rules. Otherwise, it's like Baldur's Gate. Okay, forget about Aasimar. Tiefling, though. Simultaneously more and less than mortal, tieflings are the offspring of humans and fiends, with otherworldly blood and traits to match. Tieflings are often shunned and despised out of reactionary fear. Most tieflings never know their fiendish sire, as the coupling that produced their curse occurred generations earlier. The taint is long-lasting and persistent, often manifesting at birth or sometimes later in life. As a powerful, though often unwanted boon. Despite their fiendish appearance and netherworld origins, tieflings have a human's capacity of choosing their fate. While many embrace their dark heritage and side with fiendish powers, others reject their darker predilections, though the power of their blood calls nearly every tiefling to fury, destruction, and wrath. This is evil race. This is like if Aasimar is good guy race, tiefling is evil. Even the spawn of a succubus can become a saint, and the grandchild of Pit Fiend an unsuspecting hero. Tieflings have cold, so they have resistance to elements, and there's a heritage as well. So I think half orc and tiefling, and maybe half elf. Those are options so far. Ored? Humans, I don't know if I'm proud. Is it Oreds or Oreeds? Probably Oreeds. Humans' ancestry includes the touch of an elemental being of earth somewhere along the line, often that of a shaitan genie. Could go fallen angel route, yeah. It's Aasimar? Tiefling, what? Tiefling slander? Heritage determines the bonus. Oriat? Oriat? Wouldn't it be O-Reed? O-Reed. They remain a mystery to most of the world thanks to their reclusive nature, but those who seek them out in their secluded mountain hideaways. Doesn't sound like us. I could still make a dump here. Yeah, they have slow movement. Keen senses, energy resistance. Affinity for acid. They're evil! They're descended from fiends. The half-living children of vampires birthed by human females. Dompiers are progenies of both horror and tragedy. The circumstances of a Dompier's conception are often called into question, but scarcely understood, as few mortal mothers survive the childbirth. Those who do often abandon their monstrous children and refuse to speak of the matter. While some speculate that Dompiers result when mortal women couple with vampires, others claim that they form when a pregnant woman suffers a vampire bite. Yeah, Blade. Indeed, this is strengthened by Dompier's seemingly inability to reproduce their offspring, inevitably humans, usually sorcerers with the undead bloodline. Dompier heritage. Also evil. Choose one of the following heritages or Dompier in place of the traditional Dompier racial features. Okay. Negative energy affinity. Though a living creature, a Dompier reacts to positive and negative energy as if they were undead. Positive energy harms them while negative energy heals them. I don't know if I want to keep track of all that shit. Resist level drain. A Dompier takes no penalties from energy drain effects. +2 ratio bonus on saving throws against disease and mind affecting effects. But it could make sense for a witch. Kitsune. This is the fox race. Evil fox? Kitsune, or foxfolk, are vulpine shapeshifters known for their love of both trickery and art. Kitsune possess two forms, that of an attractive human of slender build with salient eyes, and their true form, an anthropomorphic fox. Despite an irrepressible penchant for deception, Kitsune prize loyalty and make true companions. They delight in the arts, particularly riddles and storytelling, and settle in ancestral clans, taking their wisdom from both the living and the spirit. The heritage magic. +1 to the DC of any saving throws against enchantment spells. Charisma of 11 or higher. Gain the light spell like ability. Okay. Keen senses, agile. Change shape. We can assume the appearance of a specific single human form of the same sex. Takes a specific form when she uses this ability. Interesting. Okay. What do you think? I'm thinking half elf, half orc, tiefling, or Dhampir. I don't really want to play as Dhampir though, because I don't want to deal with this negative energy affinity stuff. So half elf, half orc, or tiefling, or human. You can do human too. I'll do another poll. Human, half elf, tiefling. I might have spelled some of those incorrectly. I don't want to deal with that. I'm gonna keep forgetting to like cast poison or something instead of heal. I gotta say, half orc is tempting. I like this. I just like the idea of this massive character and being intimidating. Sounds interesting. It's very off type for that class, I'd say too. Maybe not though. But I like tiefling also. Half elf, kind of human and half elf, I guess, are kind of like the standard choices. Well, look at the halfling. So cute. Da-da-da. I might have to break with the. So a tiefling's winning right now. I might have to break with you guys. I might have to go half orc to make it different. That's a good question, Richie. Why are our half races always half human? Could there be an orc elf mix? Yeah. There should be more of that, huh? Okay, tiefling's winning for sure. But I'm gonna go with you guys. I know, ultimately it's up to me. Yeah, let's check the heritage options. Oh, damn. All right. Beast Brood. Beast Brood regard themselves as deserving of appreciation and opulence. Through deceit and sheer willpower, they often achieve privileged stations in society. +2 bonus to dexterity and charisma. -2 penalty to wisdom. +2 racial bonus on perception and persuasion when used for bluff checks. Can use the blindness spell once per day. Damage reduction 2 against piercing. Okay. This one is just like the basic one. Is that what you mean by why does one of the options have no name? Vault Spawn. Lacking any sense of empathy or pity. Okay. Fault Spawn, I like where this is going. Fault Spawn often abhor all ways of life but their own. They inflict severe emotional and physical pain on others and never stop picking at the resulting psychological scars. This sounds pretty fucking good. Fault Spawn have a +2 racial bonus to dexterity and wisdom. Oh, but -2 penalty to intelligence. We need intelligence, I think. That's too bad. Maybe there's another one that's similar. But they get +2 racial bonus on knowledge arcana and knowledge world checks, but they lose intelligence? That's bizarre to me. Okay. Foul spawn. Crude and boorish. Foul spawn take a particularly delight in giving offense and scandalizing polite society. They enjoy violating taboos even more than breaking laws, especially if it means degrading or repulsing an innocent. Also sounds pretty good. +2 racial bonus constitution. -2 penalty to intelligence again. Grim spawn. Dreary and pessimistic, grim spawn are so enthralled by death, disease, and dilapidation. Yeah, okay. That they often dedicate themselves to ending lives from behind the scenes as macabre saboteur. +2 to dexterity, intelligence, -2 to wisdom. Trickery and persuasion. They're demon spawn. Hell spawn. This would work with the story if we're working with the... Ralph, thank you so much for becoming a member for 2 months in a row. The hell spawn would work with the story because it's the devils that are trying to destroy the world, right? Or are they demons? I can never keep... What the fuck's the difference? Wait, there's daemon and demon? Good God. While often rigid, stubborn, and highly focused on sticking to plans and schedules, Hellspawn also have a rare talent for penetrating others' facades. They know a lie when they hear one and can often determine what hidden vice or secret shame motivates another. Constitution and Wisdom, -2 to Charisma. Wait, you just wrote demons twice. Like daemons are chaotic and demons are lawful, or vice versa. So you get Scorching Ray. Okay. Hunger Seed, Oni spawn. Endowed with brawny muscles and thick bones, Hunger Seed always seem poised to explode into some larger, more powerful form and have a voracious appetite for sensory pleasures and carnal delights. A devil's lawful. Okay. +2 to strength and wisdom, -2 to charisma. I don't think so. Motherless. No woman survives the birth of a babe whose Clipoth ancestry has emerged. At best, Clipoth spawn rip their mothers apart during labor. At worst, they tear themselves out even earlier. What? Motherless have a +2 racial bonus to strength and wisdom, -2 to intelligence. They gain a secondary bite attack that deals 1d6 damage. Pitborn. Pitborn delight in destruction, especially while unleashing their havoc on what others consider valuable or precious. Perhaps because of this volatility, others tend to simply defer to Pitborn, an act that often grants them dominance they crave. But you get... Oh, -2 to intelligence. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Stone Call. What's Stone Call? All creatures in a 40-foot burst centered on target point within medium range. A rain of dirt, gravel, and small pebbles fills the area. Shackleborn. Fascinated by mutilation and torture. Continue. Though they prefer to practice their cruel art on others, they accept that sometimes the wheel must turn and greet their own moments of anguish and confinement with an odd serenity. Constitution and Charisma, -2 penalty to Wisdom. Spite spawn. And what was the thing? Web. An innate sense of jealousy and pure malice drives Spite spawn to spread misery and despair. Unable to experience joy themselves, they devote their lives to promoting gloom, all the while hiding the hatefulness that lurks at their core. I'm not sure I really like any of these because the descriptions don't, like, the stats don't. Oh, wait. Just a regular tiefling is +2 racial bonus to dexterity, intelligence, -2 to charisma. Racial bonus on persuasion. Use resist energy spell once per day. Oh, and you get these resistances. Let me go back. I want to take a look at half orc. Oh, there's 3. Human raised. You get skilled. Loses ferocity and orc weapon familiarity. Tribal. Loses orc ferocity and keen senses. Gains +1 luck bonus on all saving throws. Due to sacred tattoo. Tiefling has more interesting backgrounds. Right. So how do I check that? Feats, hexes. Familiar. I think I want intelligence. This might be the one, Grimspawn. Dreary and pessimistic Grimspawn are so enthralled by death, disease, and dilapidation that they often dedicate themselves to ending lives from behind the scenes as macabre saboteurs. I don't like that description, though, for a character. But we do, it's +2 to dexterity and intelligence, -2 to wisdom. I guess we could be behind the scenes kind of person. That could work. I mean, we don't really have to play that way at the end of the day. It's just a description on a thing that we pick. And we could use the Frigid Touch spell and have acid resistance 5. Melee touch attack deals 4d6 points of cold damage. Yeah, exactly. It's what we're descended from. Strength and wisdom, -2 to intelligence. Constitution, charisma, -2 to wisdom. Yeah, I like the Grimspawn one the most. Well, the standard one is +2 to dexterity and intelligence, -2. I think I want charisma to be one of my better skills too. Okay, background selection. There's even more shit. Wow. I think we're probably a wanderer. Life is a path, not a destination. You understand it full well and could claim it to know it better than others. Your backpack is always ready and your feet are itching for the road wherever it may lead. Or we could just do none. Oh, and we can go even deeper. Hunter, nomad. Ooh. Hermit adds lore nature to the list of her class skills. She also becomes proficient with clubs, great clubs, quarterstaffs, and darts. The character already has the class skill weapon proficiency or armor proficiency granted by the selected background from her class during the career duration. Personal bonuses to the background class +1 to competence. Okay. Hermit? I like Hermit or Nomad. I think Hermit. We're doing it. I think I said before that Pathfinder is a lot more options character creation in D&D. Yeah, it is a lot more detailed than 5th edition. If you go back to like previous editions of D&D, they were more complicated too. Like I think Pathfinder spawned off of 2.5. If not a Giant's here, he'll probably know that. 2.5 or 3rd edition or something. Okay, I like Hermit. Let's do Hermit Wanderer. Okay. So this is it. Thumbs up. Yeah. You can dump strength. How far can we go? 7? Strength measures muscle and physical power. Here are examples where you apply your character's strength. I don't know if we want to go to 7 though. 3.5, right. Most builds of fighters were in the okay. Dexterity. I wanted higher charisma. Wisdom describes character's willpower, common sense, awareness, and intuition. Oh, damn, you can go up to 20? Maybe +1 on dexterity. Range attack rolls, armor class. I'm not sure how much of this you guys want me to read. I kind of know this stuff just by virtue of my experience. We are a bit stealthy, so having some points in dexterity would be good. Modifier +1. I think Constitution we just leave at 0. It determines our HP. Also saving throws. And resisting death effects. Willpower, content awareness, intuition. Keep senses to a high score. I think I want some wisdom too. Maybe we're just really weak. And then I could put another point in int or charisma. We don't get a plus. We don't get a modifier for that. So nothing I increase is going to give me an additional modifier. Except con. Or if I do that. So I think we'll put strength like that. Maybe Constitution? This seems good. Oh my god, we're almost there. 2 hours. I kind of want my charisma to be higher, though. Armor class is how hard you are to hit. But I have to put 6 points, or I have to put, yeah, like 6 points into charisma to get it higher. I think I like this. Yeah, +3. I think this is good. We're kind of even, except we're weak strength-wise, but everything else we're kind of even at. I could do this, yeah. I think that's better. That makes more sense. We shouldn't have that much HP. Oh yeah, I can take a pic. Oh, we haven't made ourselves yet. Wait, when do we change like the way that we look? Or is this it? I guess we could select one of these, like, basic tieflings. For now. As our portrait. Even though that's, like, clearly a thief. Or a rogue. There's more customization, right? Character customization, I should hope. Kingmaker characters. Oh. Oh, that's better. Oh, there's more stuff. Oh, appearance. Okay, good. Whatever, I'll leave it like that for now. Okay. I thought we were almost done. We're like halfway through. Okay, we got 4 points. Athletics, no. Mobility. I think we have a bonus from that, don't we? Or no, it's from our dexterity. Trickery, class skill. Stealth, knowledge arcana. Knowledge world. Persuasion, I want to up. Arcana knowledge, I want to up. And then perception? Use magic device? Yeah, it's 80 hours of gameplay, 40 hours character creation. I mean, I'm going to be with this character for a long time, so I want to be happy with it. What is trickery exactly? The skill depends on dexterity ability score. The skill cannot be used if your character is not trained in it. Armor penalties apply to the skill check. Character's talent to perform tasks that require fine manipulation. Disarm traps, open locks, doors, and chests. Okay, we have a good level in that, so I don't think I'm going to level that up anymore. Same with stealth. I think I'm more interested in, like, knowledge. Knowledge and persuasion. My plan, Cosmic, is to just make the character, and then I'm going to start the gameplay off of stream. I'm going to be recording it for YouTube as a video instead of a stream. Yeah, that's rogue stuff. Although, I'm pretty high in those already. Maybe I put one in lore nature. Yeah. Someone, I saw that. Magic device is a must. We already have +3 with it. So, that's fine. Or should I do this? +7. I think knowledge stuff. I put 1 in perception. Perception, persuasion, and knowledge. That's what we're going to be all about. Do you still get +3? Skill depends on more. I'm not sure. Kaz is saying, do you still get the +3 with the 0 rank? It says total, so I'm pretty sure you do, yeah. Okay, feats. We don't have any feat yet. We got a few things to choose from. Oh, I see. We already have some of these, I guess. Is that what the... Oh, we have to be at a certain level. Wait, was there some lower down that I could pick? No. Okay. Allied spellcaster. Probably we want something like battlecaster, combat casting. Well, it's recommending point blank shot, which I don't think so. This thing on the right is our class progression. No, I don't have anywhere to go. I guess, Kaz, are we gonna stream Aliens tonight? Did Odd respond? There's a chance we're gonna stream Aliens tonight. Yeah, okay, so combat casting. You're adept at spellcasting when threatened or distracted. You get a +4 bonus on concentration checks made to cast a spell or use a spell-like ability. That's a good one to pick. So let's just choose that, and we're going to go through the rest. Deceitful. +2 bonus on all persuasion, trickery, skill checks. Improved initiative. It says mythic. No aliens tonight? The quick reflexes allow you to react rapidly to danger. You get a +4 bonus on initiative checks. That could be good. Oh, he audits it. You make your spells deal additional area of effect damage while making them stronger. That's specifically for... Spell now deals 2 more damage per die roll to all its targets. So do I have to pick a specific spell, I guess? Persuasive. +2 bonus on all persuasion and perception skill checks. Scribe scrolls. Allows you to craft scrolls during camping. You're adjacent to one or more allies who also have this feat. You gain a +1 bonus on saving throws. Shielded caster. Your allies cover you while you cast complicated spells. Whenever you're adjacent to an ally who also has this feat, you receive a +4 competence bonus on concentration checks. This game is crazy. Choose a skill. You're particularly adept at that skill. You get a +3 bonus on all checks involving the chosen skill. Okay. Spell focus. Choose a school of magic, and any spells you cast of that school are more difficult to resist. So is this the school of magic? Hexes? Is that a school? That's the one thing I'm a little bit confused by with the witch. Plus one circumstance bonus on attack rolls made with thrown splash weapons. These ones I can't pick. Okay, I think I'm good with combat casting. It's simple. It's effective. It always works. The only other thing that kind of interested me was some of the specialization or like persuasive and stuff like that. If we're in some shit, we can still cast with that. Okay. Here we go. Which is familiar? Right at the top, cat familiar. Enhances the character's skills and senses. A cat's master gains +3 bonus to stealth checks, +2 bonus on perception checks. That's pretty good. Centipede. +2 bonus on will saves, +2 bonus on perception checks. I'm not picking a chicken. Dog? It doesn't feel evil to me. Lizard. +1 natural armor bonus to AC, +2 bonus on perception checks. That's pretty good. A monkey, +3 bonus on mobility, +2 bonus on perception checks. A rat, +2 bonus on fortitude saves, +2 bonus on perception checks. Raven, kind of cool too. +3 bonus on persuasion checks, +2 bonus on perception. Tarantula. A duck, a pure evil duck. A tarantula's master gains +3 bonus on athletic checks, +2 bonus on perception checks. Viper. +3 bonus on persuasion, +2 bonus on perception. Tarantula is pretty good because it offsets how bad we are at athletics, but I think we make Cosmo. Although I'm not sure if we're actually going to be able to choose what the cat looks like. No snakes. I like Raven too. That's kind of cool. I'm going to go with cat. I have a cat named Cosmo, so it works. No, it's gonna be Cosmo, kitty. Okay, here we go. We're picking our first hex. Your cat's name is Neo? Oh, that's cute. Which can touch a creature to suppress and protect it from negative conditions. Aura of Purity. Diseases, inhaled poisons, and noxious gaseous effects are negated in a 10-foot aura. Cackle. A witch can cackle madly as a move action. Any creature that is within 30 feet that is under the effects of an evil eye hex. Fortune hex, protective luck, or misfortune hex. Okay, we don't have those other hexes, so I don't think that's a good idea. -2 penalty on, so this is evil eye. Target takes a -2 penalty on one of the following AC, ability checks, attack rolls, saving throws, or skill checks. Lasts for a number of rounds equal to 3 plus the witch's intelligence modifier. Not bad. Cackle for the memes. Fortune. The witch can grant a creature within 30 feet a bit of good luck. Call upon this good luck, allowing him to re-roll any ability check. Maybe. Healing? No. Ice Plant? This hex grants the witch a +2 natural armor bonus. This is our first one. I don't think so. Something to protect ourselves. The witch can cause a creature within 30 feet to suffer grave misfortune for 1 round. Has to roll twice. So disadvantage. That's not bad. Nails. Witch's nails are long and sharp and count as a natural weapon that deals 1d3 points of damage. 1d2 for a small witch. We just have long nails? That's our hex. Protective luck. The witch can cause fate to twist so that it benefits creatures within 30 feet for 1 round. Whenever that creature is targeted by an effect that requires an attack roll, including weapon attacks, the attacker must roll twice, take the worst. So disadvantage again. Slumber. A witch can cause a creature within 30 feet to fall into a deep magical sleep. As per the spell sleep, the creature receives a will save to negate the effect. Creature of any hit die ends if someone... That's not... Slumber would be pretty good. Vulnerability. The witch can make her enemies vulnerable to energy. This hex lasts for a number of rounds equal to the witch's level. I guess if you're like a half, like a dwarf or halfling or something like that. That's a small witch. This hex lasts for a number of rounds equal to the witch's level, during which energy resistance or energy immunity is targeted or suppressed. That's not bad too. Warded creature receives +2 deflection bonus to AC. What is this stuff? Oh, I see. I have a bunch of spells too. I like maybe vulnerability then. Evil Eye? Yeah, that's pretty good too, eh? Because that's like, Evil Eye is very... It can be used for different situations. -2 to AC, or ability checks, or attack rolls, saving throws, or skill checks. And it lasts for 3 plus the witch's intelligence modifier. And it still works for 1 round, even if the will save is made. Slumber is good too, but it's kind of stock, you know? All right, Birdie. What are you getting for takeout? See, the vulnerability curse could be good too with some of the spells that we're gonna get. Cackle is they have to be under the influence of another hex for it to work. It extends the other hexes. Yeah, I like Evil Eye. That's 7 rounds. That's good. Bacon ranch chicken wraps. Nice. I'm happy with that one. Here we go. Okay, so we're just a regular spellcaster too. Okay. I'm understanding this class a little bit better. Yeah, we could go Cackle, or we can get a couple more hexes and then go Cackle. We're definitely going to be getting Cackle though. The question, can we only have one? It's not hex like it is in 5th edition where you can have 1 hex, right? Can you only have like 1 hex on at a time? And then when it's removed, when the person dies, you can cast it on someone else? The Warlock class. Cause fear. See, we can be a Necromancer. So we're going to be I think we're going to be a Necromancer Witch. Cause fear. The affected creatures become frightened. If the subject succeeds that will save, it's shaken for 1 round. Creatures with 6 or more each year. Okay. We have 7 spells, guys. Inflict wounds. Ear-piercing scream. Daze for 1 round and take sonic damage. I should probably get mage armor though. Because our AC is probably not going to be great. And we can just take sleep. Yeah, Ray of Enfeeblement. I'm just going to take all the necromancy ones. And then we'll have 2 more. We have 2 more aside from mage armor. Reduce person. Remember, we're evil here, all right? We're evil. Ooh, summon monster. Doesn't look like there's a limit on people you can hex. Yeah, inflict light wounds. Is that a touch spell? Yeah, it is. I'm going to take it because I want to take the necromancy spells. I like summon monster. Let's take summon monster. And then one more. You guys get to pick, chat. What do you think? We got, oh, command. Okay, maybe you guys don't get to pick. Although, maybe I should have another ranged attack spell. I don't think command's going to be as interesting in this kind of game. Command's fun in like pen and paper RPG because you can do some fun stuff with it. Enlarge person? Yeah. Cure light wounds? No, we're evil. We don't cure people. What about ear-piercing scream? Days for a round and takes 1d6 points of sonic damage for 2 caster levels. It's a tough one. So you guys are like enlarge person, burning hands. There's snowball if we just want a damage spell. It's not touch. Although we do have summon monster. How ear-piercing scream is how one creature within close range. I'm gonna go ear-piercing scream. I think it works with our character. And it does some damage from a range. Why isn't that coming out? Oh, there. Weird. Guess I just click on it. Although cause fear has a frightened effect. Summons an extra planar dog. That's okay. Later on it'll get better, right? Or hold on a second. The spell casting in this game is like you pick Summon Monster 2 later on, right? And Summon Monster 3. So it's not like it gets better later on, right? It's that the spells that you pick later are stronger and they'll summon different things. So I can get rid of Summon Monster and take Enlarge person? You guys wanted me to take Enlarge person, so I'm gonna take it. That'll be fun to play around with too. Okay, so, and another question about spells. Do I have to, I don't have to have Summon Monster 1 to learn Summon Monster 2, right? Like I can just... Uh-oh, internet's dying. Okay, it's back. I could just skip like to Summon Monster 2 and 3 and all that stuff, right? Okay. I think I want to just get Snowball then for just damage. In case I can't do light wounds. I just want to be able to like cast something from range. Okay, I'm good with this. So we got Cause Fear, Enlarge Person, Inflict Light Wounds, Ray of Enfeeblement, Ray of Sickening, Mage Armor, and Snowball. Click on live. Lupinia. It does give us another attacker, that's true. But I think it said for... one round per level. So I have the dog for 1 round. I don't know. I guess Snowball only lasts 1 round too, though, right? I'm happy with this. Deity, okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Can I just pick none? You have to pick one. Okay. Oh, atheism. On Galorian, atheism usually denotes the belief that those beings commonly called gods are not worthy of the authority and reverence bestowed upon them by others. Atheists rarely doubt the existence of deities and generally acknowledge that deities are very powerful beings, but deem them no more than that. Instead of gods, they tend to revere ideals such as goodness or freedom, philosophies. This seems right. Such as the prophecies of Calistrad or diabolism. Or nothing in particular. Some scholars argue that the term atheist is incorrectly applied. Dystheus or Misotheus. Let me just see, is there bonuses to going in other directions? Ah, it's prerequisites for certain things. Okay, we're gonna go atheist. Rahadum Faithless. Perception to the list of her class skills. All right. I think neutral evil. A creature's overall moral and personal attitudes are represented by its alignment. Lawful good, neutral good, blah, blah, blah. Evil characters debase or destroy it. Okay, good characters protect innocent life. Evil characters debase or destroy it, whether for fun or profit. Lawful characters tell the truth, keep their word, respect authority, honor tradition, judge those who fall short of their duties. Chaotic characters follow their conscience, resent being told what to do, favor new ideas over tradition, and keep their promises only if they feel like it. Chaotic evil? I always thought of neutral as someone that follows their conscience, and chaotic, they go out of their way to cause trouble. Hmm. I guess I'll go chaotic based on this description. Yeah, I'm gonna go chaotic evil. Oh, that's chaotic neutral. Oh, weird that these don't change based on what you've selected. No, I'm gonna go neutral evil. I don't really know, like, I'll follow my whims. I feel like, yeah, the true definition of chaotic is more like we intentionally go out of our way to disrupt shit. Neutral is more like we do what's best for us. Okay. Okay, body type. I think skinny. Not a lot of choices, though, eh? Only 4 faces. That's the most evil looking one. There's more scars. Can I zoom in? Can't even see those scars. What is it changing? Oh, that's not bad. Looks like I got a scar around the eye. Show headgear, show backpack. Maybe it doesn't matter that much because we're going to be seeing them from a distance most of the time anyways. Ooh, kind of like that. Okay, let's change the horns next. Oh, yeah. I kind of like that one, and I like... That's too Loki. I think this one. Bald? Bald's pretty good. No beard? I can't select a beard. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, the skull. I like that one. That's looking weird. The dark red's pretty cool. Oh my god, there's a lot of choices here. Pink? I kind of like the dark red. But we are a bit of a necromancer, right? So maybe like a green? Or I guess necromancy is kind of like a blue. Like a turquoise. I like the dark red. Primary color. I assume this is going to change with like the armor that we have equipped. The skull face painted reminded you of what? The necromancy? I like that. Oh, I don't see a link. Oh, it's probably because I have it set to top chat. Or maybe it doesn't allow links. I know that if you have it set to top chat, it will it won't show everything that's posted. Pink's kind of my color though. I'm gonna go with pink. I kind of wish there was better hairstyles. Only 5. All right, this is what I'm going with.
A mere flesh wound.
All I see is blackness.
Interesting.
Stand with me. Strike with all your might.
No contest. Let us be careful.
Aim carefully. I won't take that. Let's move already. None shall escape.
No mistakes. This will hurt. I'm wounded.
Enemy approaching! Hey, have a look!
Not carefree. I think pragmatic.
All according to plan.
Careful now. Cover me! Your luck's run out.
No mistakes.
Bad woman.
The road calls me. I did it! Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
I don't think she's mad.
Shred them!
I think
Unexpected outcome. What a find.
Out of my way!
I failed. I feel faint.
This doesn't suit me.
We cannot be defeated.
I stand ready.
or brave.
Let's move.
We shall overcome. Hold on. Just a little more. I will see this through.
Ah, a test. I'll take care of it. A trivial test.
May I see your entrails, please? Wherever my legs carry me. The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
I don't know. Yeah.
This will hurt. I'm wounded. Someone else would make better use of this.
Enemy approaching!
All according to plan. What a find.
Brave sounds too heroic.
This This is my chance to run.
The spell's not working.
Let us buy.
Wait, this spell's not working.
Contemplate on your mistakes. Our path leads on. I do not find this to be useful.
Let's go pragmatic.
No mistakes. Someone else would make better use of this. An expected outcome.
Valley Girl Necromancer, please.
Adventures are
It's like, I'm just gonna cast this, inflict wounds on you, okay? If you just stand there.
I'm wounded.
Lovelocks. Birthday. Oh. I'll make it my birthday. September Rova the 16th. Okay, now hold on a second. Let me quickly make this portrait. I take a screenshot. Oops. Okay. So, what do we need to make? $185 by $242. By 242. So we'll copy this. Paste it in here. That's pretty good. Maybe we can make it a bit sharper. Layer. That's better. Okay, so do I have to name it something? Okay, to use your own set of portraits, change the images in the folder users, app data, local, Owlcat games. Can I just open it? Oh, nice. I see it. Okay. Let's export this as a JPEG. So then Lovelocks, I guess. Maybe I should name this one Luckless. Luckless. That's small. Does it have to be a PNG? Oh, it is. Oh, do I just overwrite small? How would I add multiple ones then? Hey, it worked. Cool. But how do I do the other ones? Oh, I have to. Oh, I see. I have to overwrite all of them. Okay. 330 by 432. Okay. This is supposed to be like that, I think. File could not be created. I don't know. There's a medium and there we go. There's a medium and then a full length. So then the last one is 692 by 1024. What did I say? $692. You think it would just make it out of your character? And this should be more like this. Yeah, you make a new folder every time. Oh, I see. It's under portraits, then there's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So delete this. Full length. It's funny that it's small, medium, and full length. Hey, there we go. We've got a bit of a Darth Maul thing going on there, don't we? Fuck, I made Darth Maul! Shit! I made Darth Maul with horns.
All according to plan.
And I'm going to change this to Luckless, I think. Well, that's what we ended up with.
This will hurt.
Okay. Darth Maul has... Oh, yeah! I made Darth Maul with bigger horns. Darth Maul does have horns. Oh, God. Okay. So this is the medium portrait, I guess. Witch of the Veil. Wait, what's this? Coup de grace, special ability. Treat affliction. I think these are things that everyone has. We took Evil Eye. Complete! Are we going into the game? Oh, we were damaged.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
Hey! That's, Ivy! This is the voice. This is the character that she voiced.
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't she be carted off somewhere else like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
Wow, Darren.
Make room, everyone. Step back. Now, what's the matter? What happened to her? The wound looks nasty. Who did this to her?
Demons, Prelate. We found her barely alive outside the walls of Canabris.
The walls, you say? Enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right.
I can't believe we're actually in the game. I spent 3 hours making the character.
We'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take her weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. She can get her things back after the festival. O Inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor, Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy, heal her wounds.
The magic envelops you, but your pain lessens only slightly. I won't give up that easily.
Hear, hear. That's the Crusader spirit.
I guess I'll just use my voice for Luckless.
My powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there. Yes, you. Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev.
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
I'll get her! Terendelev! Has anyone seen Terendelev?
Just yells it out. I'll go get her.
Be quick about it before it's too late. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
Who I am is none of your business.
What? Do you have any idea who you're talking to?
I don't care who I'm talking to. What do they give you, like an ibuprofen? Well, I wasn't planning on starting the game, but I guess we have.
Please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor woman. She's been through enough already. Go on. I'll take care of her.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that, so I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed she was wounded near Canabris. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls. And the city is crawling with their spies.
Maybe we're one of them.
Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of the city.
Muttering discontently, the old man walks off.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death.
Oh, our horns look awesome. Yeah, I like our character. The longer she speaks, the stronger her voice becomes. Can I go?
Certainly, but be careful. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not yet healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return.
I am no lass.
But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, Protector of Canabras. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
This is like Chrono Trigger. How is the voice volume relative to my volume? Do you guys find the voices too quiet? Day of the City. Canabras is a city poised on the border between two worlds. On the what? Okay. I was reading that. Voice is fine. I guess this is going to be it then. Voices are quiet to you? Let me talk to this guard. Let's drink to Canabras! They don't, so they aren't voice acted. So I can left click or right click to move?
As it should be.
Okay, we got Mage Armor, Cause Fear, Dismiss Spell. Maybe what I'll do is I'll turn the music down. Music seems a bit loud. All right. I think that's going to be it for the stream then, everybody. We'll resume this in my first video for the game. Oh, the scrolling seems a bit wonky, eh? Let me fix these technical issues while I'm here too. Maybe I'll turn it down to 1440. Still seems wonky. I like how the shadows are like... They're like culling the shadows. Oh, I can zoom in too. Okay. I can fix this later. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the character creation. I'll see you guys on the next video where we actually get to play the game. It'll probably be posted tomorrow because it'll take some time to record and then to edit it and for YouTube to process it. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thanks to Ralph and Eomame for the becoming members. Thank you everyone that subbed and for chatting and helping me out with the character creation. I'll see you on the next one, and I love you all.